What's up, boys? Don't mind me, I'm just suffering right now. I think this is the first time in my life that I've had a hangover that's lasted more than 10 hours. I don't know, I didn't even drink that much. I guess I'm just getting old. Either that or my headache is just extended by the fact that it's hot outside and I want to kill myself. Anyway, the CMA blocked the Activision Blizzard purchase, merger, whatever, right? Now I know I'm a little bit late making this video and most people have talked about it already, but I just kind of want to talk about it a little bit so that for the next couple of months I won't have to say anything about it. So the CMA blocked the deal because of cloud gaming. They thought that if Microsoft got Call of Duty on their cloud gaming services, that would give them too much of an advantage in the cloud gaming space. They also got a tip from an anonymous competitor of Microsoft, I wonder who that is, that, Google Stadia failed because it didn't have Call of Duty on it. And a gaming platform cannot possibly thrive without the COD franchise, like the Switch is just a complete failure because it doesn't have Call of Duty. And Stadia definitely did not fail because it sucked and was just terrible of a service. It failed because it didn't have Call of Duty. And if you're wondering about the fact that Microsoft did offer other cloud gaming services a 10-year contract for Call of Duty on their services, well, yes, they did do that, and the CMA did take it into account, but they seem to think that these 10-year contracts that Microsoft has been handing out are dishonest, because they're not even sure if the Switch, for example, can run Call of Duty. It's also very funny to me that because they don't want Microsoft to be able to choose who gets Call of Duty and who doesn't, now nobody gets Call of Duty. Activision even made a statement about potentially pulling out of the UK market because of this. It's probably a bluff, but still kinda funny they did that. Anyway, let's get to what we're all here for. PlayStation fanboys celebrating and Xbox fanboys crying.
The reaction to the CMA block makes clear who was desperate.
Reforged Gaming, you truly have become one of my favorite new PlayStation fanboys.
Writing was on the wall. Everybody that said that Jim Ryan was crying and desperate, yes, you don't have egg on your face, you got a whole omelet on your face.
Okay, so it is clear who was the most desperate. It was him. My guy's literally yelling. Like, he clearly cares so much about this deal and desperately wants it to be blocked. He wouldn't be acting like this if he didn't care an insane amount. Also from his videos, it's very clear that he does in fact really deeply care for some reason.
Do you know who was desperate? The company that was out here trying to convince the public they were the underdog. The company that was throwing 10-year contracts at anybody who would take it. The company that hardware sales are down 30%. The company with virtually no first-party next-gen offering. The company that's seemingly losing the next-gen console war already, 2 years into the life cycle.
Damn, he sounds like he's so passionate about this shit. That's honestly kind of sad, man. I'm not gonna lie. Now, about what he said, it makes zero sense. So he's saying that, oh, they are pretending to be the underdog, and then you list reasons as to why they are the underdog, like having less hardware sales than Sony. And I like how he also mentions the 10-year contracts, like it's a bad thing. Oh no, Microsoft is giving out 10-year contracts to its competitors so that they can also have Call of Duty, and it'll be available on more platforms than it was before, which, funnily enough, now it won't be available on any of those platforms. They even offered PlayStation a 10-year contract, and PlayStation declined, and Jim Ryan even said that it wasn't about having Call of Duty on PlayStation. They just didn't want the deal to go through at all because that would possibly threaten Sony's market dominance. Because we have to remember, right, Sony controls so much market share of the console market that they are by definition considered a monopoly. And, obviously they want to keep it that way. But no, Microsoft might have unfair advantage in cloud gaming or something, so we have to block the deal.
The deal will go through and Sony will pay. No worries, there'll be pressure on them to change their business terms and practices. It already started in the US Congress.
So this is what a lot of Xbox fans have been doing, kind of just denying what is happening, saying like, oh well, yeah, the CMA blocked it, but that's not the end. Microsoft's gonna appeal it and it'll go to court and blah, 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 blah.
The UK can't block that deal. And when they do that, then consumers in the UK are going to scream. How come everybody else gets to play Call of Duty on Game Pass and we don't? So again, the UK position is really poorly reasoned, is a loser in court. A judge will conclude it's a loser.
The problem here is this whole process will probably take years now before, you know, the purchase is blocked or approved. And I don't really care anymore, which is why I'm just making this short video, kind of maybe giving my thoughts a little bit. But in all honesty, I'm not gonna be making any more videos about the Activision Blizzard purchase, because I don't really care. The next time I'll make a video is if it's gone through or if it's permanently blocked, you know? Because this shit's just gone on for way too long, I'm tired of it, honestly. And I know that I'm probably gonna be told in the comments of this video that I'm an Xbox fanboy and blah blah all that shit, because it always happens every video I post. I just want to make this very clear right now about this purchase. Right? Obviously, I wanted it to go through because I think that these games being on more services like Game Pass and cloud gaming, where they're just completely not available now, is better for the industry, right? You might say, oh, but they'll be taken off of PlayStation, and that's true, but PlayStation again is by definition a monopoly because that's how much market share they hold. But the main reason I wanted to go through, obviously, was because of the PlayStation Fanboys salt. That genuinely was the biggest reason why I wanted this to go through, was so I could make fun of the PlayStation fanboys who would then be crying about it. Because honestly, I don't really care. I don't have like an emotional investment in this like a lot of these fanboys seem to have, you know. Reforged Gaming shouting his fucking lungs out with passion because he is so happy that the deal got blocked or whatever. I don't care that much. For me, it's more like just making funny videos on the internet because people like him are acting so ridiculously. But yeah, that's about it. I think that sums it up. So yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of glad that this shit is somewhat over with. Obviously, this is gonna drag out for a couple more years, but at least I'm not gonna be making videos about it or reporting on it anymore. So that's that. Yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I am very, very tired. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.